facing who, my dear Hellpack?
KOG, grappler extraordinaire, multi-game beast extraordinaire, but also ChrisG.
Another
multi-game beast in himself, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm gonna be honest right now. I definitely had a moment with ChrisG at Combo Breaker 2025 where I had to grab him by the ear and say, hey, bro, you need to start believing in yourself. You're in top 8 on winner's side. That's no accident.
Against many monsters.
And a lot of people said that neither you nor Reynolds nor anybody else from the U.S. was going to make top 8. And people call me a biased commentator for that. And I'll be honest, I was.
Of course.
Because I was being challenged by many individuals, both online and offline. And what do you know?
He's here.
He made top 3.
And he is here, no other that in one of the most prestigious and maybe one of the most competitive events of esports so far for this game and many others. So let's see, because yet again, KOG is part of the Billy Brigade. And that's not the best news for ChrisG, but of course he's most done right now.
I know I say he's a grappler extraordinaire, but not feeling the grapplers in this game quite yet, so he has opted for Billy. Had a tremendous showing at CEO 2025, and he's looking to continue that great showing of Billy into the near future. But ChrisG also might be a little comfortable with this matchup as we're seeing him currently.
You were talking about the future where ChrisG wants to walk right into there. KOG finally fights back. Gets away of the corner, fighting his way out. Little by little gets ChrisG into overheat. He will try to face these legit
guard. Yeah. Oh, the challenge at the end says the window was not tight enough, man.
As you were saying before, in this event, you only have to speak truth with your buttons pockets.
And especially against a character like Hokutomaru who has the 4-frame low A, it's really difficult, especially for Billy, who's got nothing near a 4-framer, to really do any fake screens against the kid. Chris just needed the mash there.
Guys, that was so close for a grab pop.
Oh, he caught him.
To get it, but look at this. This is perfect situation for ChrisG.
And he overheated himself looking for that air rev blow. And
this is the way you capitalize pocket. You bring the pressure. Yeah,
that's going to be the game for ChrisG.
Let's go get the rainbow, then the shurikens to end. ChrisG is feeling nice.
I would imagine right now that he feels like $1 million.
Oh, look at him.
Because he's like, wow, you're going to burn yourself. You're going to overheat yourself.
Yeah.
Well, with a rev blow. And you're going to use the air rev blow. It gives me all day to whiff punish. And then I'm going to get like 2 sequences for the end of the first game. Absolutely.
And sign
Let's keep that going.
Tying that victory on his name. Immediately, very interesting that we see KOG immediately going back into it. ChrisG is the one taking a little bit of time right now as we see a little bit of information from this place. Look at that stage, man. Where else can you see something of this caliber?
Hey, man, that stage is tight. But what's even tighter is the fact that ChrisG played that first round so aggressively that he almost overheated himself. Ended up getting overheated anyway, but did not lose the momentum one bit, and that's good City of the Wolves.
Yeah, completely right. Like, when you get into overheat, the best thing you can do is keep going. Oh, what a jump in over here by KOG.
Yeah, that shuriken from ChrisG there, definitely too close from a very active Billy to really be throwing that out. And there it is again, gotta be careful. And Billy does have a button that can punish that, as you saw just there. And if you get the counter hit from the landing frames on that, you get to pretty much go into almost anything that's available.
This is big. KOG is trying to get out of the corner, but ChrisG has been making the reads. Finally, he gets inside. The Japanese player is going to have a chance right here as the pressure keeps going on.
And you're seeing here also Hokutomaru also suffering from a lack of defensive options here that don't require a meter. And ChrisG not looking for the reversal super yet. Close to getting guard broken again.
They are trying to go for it. Nice. What a really great reaction. As you said, you cannot allow these Billies to tell lies.
Still might get guard broken anyway. There it is. And it just needed one more hit to make it happen. And he spent the bar for the reversal. Could not hold on to the momentum.
That was expensive for sure.
Yes.
Money in the ground. But ChrisG can make this back, that's for sure. Of course, KOG has a full set of resources. And now the pressure is on, because we know we are getting knocked out of that SPG, my dear Hellpack.
Yeah, beautiful punish on the elevator attack there. Not a lot of people swinging on that, but ChrisG with the optimal punch with the down T, holding on to the corner pressure, and KOG taking a lot of big risks just jumping out against this character who pretty much has air superiority over the Billy, in my opinion.
Okay, with the ignition gear, we're gonna get Hokutomaru against the corner. The pressure is on from KOG. maintaining the stuff. The neutral jump is not going
Gonna
to
get
work.
overheated again.
No, trying to go for everything. Trying to get ChrisG away from his resources. But there again, the ignition gear is going to hit.
And there it is again. He cannot afford to let go of it. He got it again.
Nice.
That's going to be the round for ChrisG.
And what you were saying, like he is not getting scared in the overheat situations. He's going forward.
Exactly, because he knows he can't afford to let that offense loop too many times. The Billy is able to overheat you so quickly without spending a lot of resources on his end. And then once he overheats you, then he can rev dump on you to break the guard.
The read using the SPG armor in order to push forward. But of course, KOG, is not going to slouch here, trying to keep ChrisG always in overheat. That's like the strategy in KOG.
And it's crazy to say right now, but ChrisG cannot afford to block here. It's crazy, right? I know, but it's like if he blocks, it's probably going to be a guard breaks.
It's going to be expensive, of course.
Here we go.
And KOG is going to get in.
Oh, he jumped that!
No!
Wow!
So late.
Was not ready for the just defend on the end of that fireball super.
The overheat is going to save his life. He didn't have a chance to continue that.
ChrisG.
Great stuff over there. ChrisG punishing with perfect spacing. We are looking at amazing stuff from NYChrisG.
Yeah, man, like I want to say ChrisG playing this about as well as he can, given the adversity that the KOG is throwing his way.
And look at this. The pressure keeps going, one up and below. You are against the corner, KOG. What are you going to do? So far, ChrisG has been able to overwhelm.
Oh, he's on him like flies on paper, on fly paper right now. I mean, he just stuck to him.
Look at this. Right in the center of the stage, trying to find something. He's going to do it, but he overextended. The punish is going to be here. And this is what you can allow KOG to do, Pockets.
Nah, not at all. But at the same time, ChrisG backing it up. Said, hey, man, you still have to put the damage on me. I have the life lead, and I'm better at running away than you are. At the same time, Billy Kane with a lot of opportunities to catch Hope tomorrow.
Ooh, the mix. He keep on going. The way that Chris has to believe.
And, well, KOG keeps trying to jump out of Hope tomorrow pressure, which I'm not certain that it's impossible, but it's not working.
And it's not safe when you are in match point, man. Like it's very dangerous to be doing that. Of course, he went for 2 grabs in the row for ChrisG, keeping it going into the corner a little bit more and more. Nice challenge over there. The down B is going to give KOG a chance, but then again, ChrisG waking up with those level 1, with those initial gears, he's doing a lot.
KOG's just betting everything on the meaties here, and a wake-up super is a way of life for Hope Tomorrow right now. You have to assume that's coming eventually.
And ChrisG has that instinct that he knows that KOG wants to go for those in the air to where he's going to win it.
He's dead.
He's going to take this even in the overheat. He's going to be able to finish it with the overheat. Look at ChrisG. Maybe he has changed in something, Pockets. Maybe he's starting to believe.
I mean, I hope so, because he played that so well, and he was in control of so much of that match. And I don't think that it's super good for Billy, but I also think that everybody struggles against Billy right now. He didn't struggle at all.
No, I don't like to say it in a scenario like this, but that looked kind of free.
This is the biggest weekend for City of the Wolves, yet sometimes you just got to call a spade, man.
Yeah, it was it. And look at that. ChrisG looking like a boss right here. I'm sure
we are not